What's going on, guys? We are back here with another episode of Down the Rabbit Hole. It is the day before Thanksgiving, so I'm guessing a lot of people are doing things with their families and running around. So we're just going to take it easy on this stream, maybe chill. I might put on some music, but we'll probably play around with what we normally do. Today actually has been a busy day. I've been running around making stickers because I also make stickers, which I don't know. I can't tell if that's a great decision or not. It's a lot of work to make stickers, but if you enjoy making stickers, then it's probably worthwhile. It just seems to be such a process, and there's so many things that can go wrong. It seems simple in theory, but I can show you some of the stickers that I made today. And what else? What else are we going to do? Maybe we'll play with some ink. I pulled out my ink pens and my Inkwell drawing pen. I haven't used it a whole lot. It would look like I've used it a lot, but why would there be paint on a ink pen is my question, because I was probably using it while I was painting and drawing with paint and making a mess. But today I'm going to actually try to use it the correct way and try to use the different tips. So we're going to go through that, plus some different types of inks that I picked up. And whatever we decide to draw, kind of up to ChatGPT, I guess. But first, let's jump over to the studio, check out what we did last time. And maybe what we're going to do today. So, studio. Alright, over into the studio. Here's some of the puffin stickers that I made today. These are generated were generated with Midjourney when I was using Midjourney. Sorry, you can't even see those because they're so glary. Let's see if we can get a better look at them. I just need to give myself just the smallest of angles. But I don't have two things that are the same size, which is unfortunate. Hey, a 10 millimeter, look at that. My friend lost my 10 millimeter in his quest to work on his car. Let me see if I can get it good. They're so glossy that they're hard to show to people. I made those today just to kind of work on some calibration. Actually, most of my stickers today, I was having problems with calibration. I'm using a Cricut Maker 3 and then a Canon Pro Series 200 to print these. My real goal was just to start making some stickers, and now we sell a few here and there on Etsy. But I made some custom stickers for my friend's mom today, which just took me forever. We made these. They're just little tiny cats. And with a little message on them. And then I did them with a different message. But some of these didn't come out quite right, so I had to hand cut a few, and just so that I didn't waste material, because for some reason with the Cricut Maker 3 and glossy high gloss paper, it can't read the registration marks, so I need to look into how to work around that. But today got some pretty cool stickers made, and yeah, eventful day today, I guess. But it took up most of my day, and then making the template. So obviously the sticker has a small template where I can change just their name, which is nice. It does say Happy Christmas because these are going to my friend's parents across the pond, so a little bit different than our Merry Christmas that usually we use in the US. But these are cool. Lots of work. Again, designed in Mid-Journey. All I did was build like a small little plaque and then put some font in there. I didn't even choose the font. I just took what was available. Anyways, those were cool. Made those today. Lots of work. Lots of work. So that's all of the stickers that are happening, which is cool. It's a fun little side situation. I don't know how I'm going to mail those. There's so many of them. There's so many cats. But we'll have to figure out how all that works out. Anyways. So I'm going to pull this out. Could probably put that back in if I wanted to. If need be. I don't know where all the chat's still up there. Okay. And the chat's down here. Just in case anyone chats, but I'm guessing everyone's busy doing family things. All right. So, normal way this all works is I roll the dice to see what size piece of paper I'm going to draw on. Then I have ChatGPT generate 3 words for me. And then I try to draw something, picture using those 3 words, and ChatGPT and the size of the paper that's given to me. Kind of like Inktober, but more, I don't know, on the spot. So let's roll for the piece of paper since we're already here. I got my dice right here. We don't know the words. That's okay. We don't have... Oh, we'll get those in a second. Ooh, I don't want to do a 2 by... But you don't roll snake eyes very often. Height 2? 2 by 4? Such a small piece of paper. Ooh. Okay, well, that shouldn't take us much time at all. I don't have much room to write. And we're going to be working with ink, so this is going to be real interesting. Okay, let me go find a sheet of paper that will fit our... Well, never mind, I found one. But I bet you I have one that's like perfect. Alright, here's some scraps. We'll just use, I don't think this is like a 1 by something. This is probably 2 inches. But let's take a look and see what we're working with. Okay. So we'll see if it's 2 inches first. It is not 2 inches, it is bigger than 2 inches. But I'm going to cut the non-factory edge. There we go. Whew, that's not very much room to draw in. I'm gonna have to use the really fine tip nib. We're gonna have to roll again. This is not gonna do for tonight. I mean, it's perfect because it's so small. It's easy, but there's no way I'm going to be able to fit 3 things in this sheet of paper. Let's just take a look at how big this piece of paper is compared to the dice. But my problem is, why make the rules if you're not going to follow them? Now, this ink pen has been around for a while, as you can see. And it's been through more projects than it probably should have been through. I'm gonna stab myself with it. So we're going to zoom way in. Two by four. Can't believe it is 2x4. Okay, we're gonna go for it. All right, and today we will be using what kind of Indian ink? This is let me see if I can put my hand behind it. It's Windsor's and Newton's ink, black Indian ink. So we're gonna be using this today. We're also going to be playing, maybe we'll play with some of this stuff. Now, I bought this stuff a while back. Oh man. All that's coming through is made in the USA. This is Noodlers ink. Let me see if I can. And you can buy this in shades. It's really cool because the bottles are neat. I think one of these was leaking though, and the whole front of the bottle is covered in ink. But expensive ink that I bought long ago, and I just never used it. So today is the day. So I have red, and of course I have blue, and I have black, and this one too. Sorry, focus. There you go. It's a better image of it. Noodlers ink. So those are the two types of ink that I'm going to be using today. You can probably see it better this way if I went, hey look, webcam. Look. Nope, you can't. Just trying it out. Noodlers ink. And then, again, Black Widow ink. I used to draw with this stuff a lot and actually use it for paintings, but it is quite expensive when you're doing large scale paintings. This is like smaller than the box. I gotta draw smaller than the drawing on here. Which doesn't seem ideal, really. Alright, let's go into the split screen. We can put all our inks right next to it. And let's go into Google. Sorry for the brightness. We're going to... No, we're not going to Google. We need to go to chat. Perfect. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. I know it's big enough for everyone to see. Okay. Now I'm gonna bump it up so we get the full screen again. Little trick. Just Alright, so these are words that are unlikely to go together, so we're gonna do another 3 words that are unlikely to go together. Just probably, what is its obsession with disco and cactuses and marshmallows? I've already had those 3 words. Let's see. Let's describe. Well, let's go back. Let's see. Describe a scenic landscape for me. My speaker is right in the way of my screen. It's always something. But that's okay. Vast rolling meadows surrounded by a symphony of colors that dance in the gentle breeze. The sun is golden. I don't have golden. Bathing warm, ethereal glow, casting long shadows, path of grassy. So it's a image standing in front of a meadow. I don't know if that's gonna work. This really doesn't work for me. Let's we need to draw something. What if we just give me an idea for an image to draw? Just see what it can do with that. Oh man, there's so much more. Mystical forest at dusk, towering ancient trees, twisted branches. That's not bad. Reaching for the sky, dense canopy, fading light, enchanted fireflies. Okay, let's just see. Let's just even try to draw with this. I haven't used this stuff in so long. I don't even know if I can open it. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? Like, you're on stream, you can't even open your own bottle of ink. So this one comes with a dripper, which was why it was probably my favorite. I did a lot of splatter style drawing back in the day. So, supposed to dip this in, but you don't want it to clump. And so, supposedly, from the 5-minute YouTube video that I watched today, ooh, this Indian ink is thick. It leaves quite the black line. It won't press so hard. It's hard because I can't see in there. So it's like a guessing game. It's taking a lot of the ink. Okay. World's largest drawing. I don't even know how I would draw a meadow. What else should we draw? Enchanted mystical forest, towering ancient trees. Well, we could draw a tree. It's probably our safest bet. We're going to draw a tree here. Try to stay consistent with my branches. Always do wise. This is not your best looking tree. It's a terrible looking tree. There's no reason to be alive. Can we save it? It's pretty hurt. I'm making it worse. I'm gonna add texture. Maybe a hole. Right. See how coloring works. Coloring's pretty nice. Ink's staying on here a pretty decent amount of time. It's a really small drawing. It's not my fault. That's just the way things turned out tonight. Like, I'm always hoping that one of these times I'll just understand what I did right, and that'll be great. I put one tree. Then we're going to put a figure here. From where? Shoulders? Head? So you can put like a silhouette of a figure. Right? The neck would come up here and the back of the head would be here. A little bit of side profile here. Maybe like an ear. Alright, probably not what we want to be coloring with. Probably a better nymph to color with. And then there's going to be, we're just going to make this up as we go. There's going to be a fence. Oops, ran out of ink. Gonna be like a fence here. And it runs alongside. Runs alongside the two sides of a path that are going this direction. Horizon line somewhere. This might not make any sense, so just go with it. We're just gonna go with it. Hold the pen right now. Ooh. I kind of like writing with this pen. a weird thing if you're like, oh, yeah, I went to the bank today. Oh, really? Yeah. Spilled my ink all over myself. What do you mean? Went to sign a check. This is my daily. First of all, if you're signing checks, it's going to be a hard time being friends. So I kind of wanted to do like a path. Here's our tree. Here's our silhouette. Should give it a little bit of depth. It goes over a hill. Because I needed the rolling hill, and there's probably like a house up here. Could probably draw that in. At the top of the hill. There's a roof. Like maybe a window. Another window. Chimney. Right? And then I gotta draw some rolling fields that are blowing in the wind. So this grass would be tall and long. I don't know how to make it look like a hill though. Does it stop? It stops. And then a different texture. Please use the equipment correctly. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Need to start in the foreground, right? So this hill goes like this, so I kind of want the top of them even if it's like blowing that way on the edge where this all ends, so I can put some big tall wheat. It all needs to be blowing this way though. All needs a slight curve. Now, I don't know how to draw this really, because the bottoms would be, okay, I do know how to draw this. I need to layer it. Excuse me. So these would go in, and then I draw like another little set of like things bending over. There's still going to be like one or two that's like sticking up. It is pretty cool if you've ever seen like the wind blow over a meadow. It's a neat experience. I have a video of a cloud flying over a meadow, which is pretty cool. It turns from like dark and gloomy to bright and shiny. So, big stuff in the front, blowing that way, and then the next layer, and the next layer, and the next layer. Blowing in the wind. Alright, I kind of want to try one of these bigger tips to see what will happen. In the fill space. I'm not really... So I'm changing to this wide tip, if you can see it. Very different than what we were just using, which was this one. This one is like a scratching stick. It's like scratching things with it. Come on, get in the sliver. There's like this tiny little cut in this thing. It's got to go right in there. Okay, good. All right, so dip. Oh dear. That looks like it's too much. Too much. Even that looks like it's a lot. So let's see. Ooh. It is a lot. You can like immediately see it dry though. Like although it's like a lot. And I'm sure there's a better way to draw with this. Oh wow, it dries quickly. Even though that there's a lot, it still dries super quick. So you can like put your color down. It just gets absorbed. So there's our figure. I'm going to take this one off. I don't really love how that one's working. Put this little guy back on. Get ink all over my hands. Who cares? Okay, there we go. So do I put more in? I should put some like a little bit of texture in the road, you know? The road's not flawed of texture. Everything has texture. I don't know, I kind of like it. It's just a little tiny drawing. And come back in and put in all your detail with this one if you were doing a bigger piece. Right. Oh, cool little drawing. Just like a collaboration of a lot of different things. I was going to think about I don't even know if you rinse between, you got to rinse between inks, I'm guessing. Or can you run one ink out? No. I'm sure this ink is super strong. Yeah. Oh no. Maybe not what the prompt was asking for, but it's kind of hard without a whole lot of color. Alright, so new plan. Good. We've done our task for today. Great. Let's go to the full studio. And let's just put this guy aside. And let's just hang out and do some doodling, because that's the vibe I'm getting tonight. It's just kind of playing around and drawing a few things. Now, good thing I'm prepared. I have a little bit of water I can use. Oh man, I got water everywhere. Whoops. It's all the things that you need when you're working at a desk. Towel? Check. Water? Check. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna play with some of the different inks. Oh, as well. I just want to get a paper towel and I want to close this ink up. Okay. Whoops. Oh man. I got ink everywhere. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Maybe I'll just continue drawing in black for now and save our colored ink for next time, because we can definitely make a mess. But let's try not to make too big of a mess. Scoot it up so you guys can see. Do I have that straw here? Man, I had a straw on my desk for like days. Alright. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on. Open. That drip wasn't violent enough. Oh man. Oh dear. Well, it dries fast, so we don't got a whole lot of time. I'll make some shapes with it. Man, that ink dries quick. Let's do some more. Some more movement with it. Let's see if I can get it to drip. Oh, I can't get it to drip. All right. Now, I'm going to do a couple tests while we're here. Sorry, I need to move. I don't know why my camera is tilted so far forward that it's like in the middle of my desk, or my desk has moved forward. Because it shouldn't be like that. Hold on. Should be more. There's a better spot. Let's just do a quick zoom out. Alright, we don't need to be zoomed that far in. We're going to be using a little bit of water, a little bit of India ink, and this fine nib. Should we put more ink spots? I feel like we need more ink drops. But I saw this. Hold on, let's check this out. Can I draw with water? Let me get something better to draw with. Let's use this one because it has more room. Like if I was to draw something, could we make it cool? Do I have the ability to make things cool? I wanted to go get a paper towel before I started this now, so I could wipe off these things. Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's do some experimenting here. I am going to... What am I going to do? Oh, I was going to take some water. I don't have any clean water, though. That's my problem. Take some water, and I can see that, like, the ink wants to go where the water is. So, what if I, like, gave a decent amount of water? Who's calling me? I haven't got anyone to call me. And what if I dripped some ink into there? Could I pull it out using water? Ooh, that does give a cool effect. Here, let me zoom in. Maybe you can see the ink kind of bleed. Man, the water definitely makes a difference. It makes for like a lighter pigment, so maybe if you wanted to do some shading, you can make those drip marks, kind of make them yourself. Okay, well, before I just ruin the paper, let's maybe we'll try a little bit of the blue, see what this blue looks like. Ooh, it has an interesting smell to it. This blue looks so thin comparatively. I don't know what kind of ink. It might be for ink blocking. Wow, look at that color. We're gonna make a little bit of a mess today. That's okay. This is not cheap ink. I probably shouldn't be throwing it around. But boy, look at that color. Hats off to them. I'm trying to pick up color off my table. This paper just ate it up though. Went right through the paper too. Okay. What's the blue? It smells like the disappearing ink from, like there was a special super soaker back in the day that like had disappearing ink. Ooh, comes with disappearing ink. It smells kind of like that. Alright, we're not going to go random with the pink though. We're not going to go random with the pink. We're going to try to actually use the pink to draw something. Okay, we're just going to give it some vivid lines. It's interesting. It's like almost having the alcohol out of the That's what it is. It's alcohol. It smells like an alcohol marker. Water-based though. Bright lightning. Bright as lightning. It's not lying. This stuff is bright. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh. I know, I said I wasn't going to get chaotic with it, but I'm not a good... I don't tell the truth a whole lot. I hope I'm not getting paint on my webcam, although that would be funny. Alright, we're done. Now I gotta draw something. Alright, perfect. Dry off now. Oh man, my fingers are gonna be dyed all sorts of different colors. I should have worn gloves when I did this. Okay, I'm gonna lay this one over here. Make sure these inks are tight. And I'm gonna pull this one out of here for now. I do need to clean that one. I'm gonna put this black one back in. We're gonna get back to the black ink. Alright, this goes over here, this stays here. What are we going to draw today? What does it look like? Looks like a big lip fish monster to me. Let's draw that fish in. No, I don't think I can. I can draw in the monster though. So there's gonna be lips here. Ooh. It's bleeding because of the water's still pretty wet right there. It's okay, this is all experimental, so it's not a huge deal. Fix that a little bit. But maybe I should start somewhere else. I don't have enough ink on my quill. Is this alright? See, I told you it looks like a fish or a hand puppet. I don't know what I should do. Should I try to put in these little shading lines to give it more depth? I should give that a nose. Put some teeth in here. Wow, super wet still. Okay, so wet on wet does not work for this technique unless you like the bleed. So you're gonna definitely need some dry time in between. Let's not spend too much time, let's just have fun with it. Let's give them some. This will come up and really define that eye socket, and this will come up and define this one, so there'll be an eyebrow cascading with an eyelid that goes into that, right? Because his eyes aren't that wide open. Needs a little bit of an eyelid. Same thing happening here. A little bit of eyebrow. We know like he's going to have an ear. The top of his ear will be here. Bottom of his ear will be about around his nose. So we're going to put the ear in. He looks like he needs a beard. And right here in the center, you're going to have the darkest spot. It's going to come out. He's going to need quite a big jawline to fit this mouth of his. I just have no idea what I'm drawing, but we're just going to draw a character, I guess. So his hair is going to start here if he has hair. But if he doesn't need hair, we make him a bald man. His head goes more like that. I messed up his jaw. His jaw needs to come in like that. It's alright. No problem. No problemo. We're not dealing with perfection. I really think this looked like a seahorse. 2 eyes. Needs like the seahorse nose. Then like seahorses have like a mohawk that goes down the back of them. But this one's at its side a little bit. It's got a little fin. So you're gonna see them but at an angle. Put some eyeballs in him. This pen is not easy to work with, and I really don't like laying my hand on wet paper. And then doesn't the seahorses like come around like tail? Uh-oh. I drew that on the outside because it needed to come in like this. Whoopsies. That's okay because this seahorse has like a stomach. Put some shading under this eye. Put some shading under this eye. Give him a little bit more roundness with the head. Oh, it's a mess. Oh, it's a mess. So this like goes all the way down and around, right? Alright, let's turn the page, see what else we can draw. See what else we can find in here. Not much on that side. What 2 things can I put together to make something? Let's see. Let's use some positive and negative space to create something. Faces are so easy because like everything has a face. It's like what you want to identify first. Let's turn it this way and see if it gives me any ideas for things. I could give that guy a fish body, but what can I make out of this space? I could always do this. But this is like just another face. I just feel like when you have so much black space, it's easy to just make a skull. Bring it over closer because the mouth is there. And you got teeth. Wow, this ink just lasts a long time. Maybe we could put an eye socket in here, but probably not. At the back of the jaw that comes down here. Same type of pose. I'm just going to quickly sketch it in because I'm not all that interested in drawing skulls. I feel like been there, done that. Not that great at them. Let's move on. Which is unfortunate because the skull is the major structure for most hands. Wow, it's really wet right there. And then you can just do like just seeing like what style is this good for like drawing in. Not even good at signing my name, really. Skull, easy, cop out. What else do we have? I'm like searching hard to draw something in the pink and the red, but I can't seem to see anything. You can make like a little guy right here though. Maybe a bug. Little face. We're gonna do some wings here. Simple wings, the bee wings. We'll actually make it a bee since we're using the bee wings. We got another set of wings out here. But he's like a bee who's having a day. I mean, you can get pretty fine detail with this little pen. Right, and then you want to cut off his wings, give him some stripes, some stripey stripes. There you go, you got a weird little bee right there. What else we got? Anything else? Alright, ChatGPT, tell me what you want me to draw. I'm going to drop into ChatGPT just for a little bit. We are getting close to the end of the stream. So, I always like to do this when I'm like coming to the end because I'm like, oh, nope. Where's the one I was just using? Oh, here we go. Let's go. Do another 10. Hammock, jazz musician, thunderstorm, secret garden, polar bear, antique typewriter. Antique typewriter might be fun. Hard though, from memory. Should we look up a picture and see if I can draw it? Okay, let's go on the split screen. Let's just do this the easy way, since my hands are a mess, as usual. Want a front image. looks good. Let's draw that one. That one right there. That you can't see in the fire. $6.99. Midjourney's digital art. The Storyteller desk. A vintage typewriter. Huh. Artsy. $6.99. I should be selling my stuff on Artsy. Just another thing to learn how to do. Okay, so how many keys do we have on the bottom? 3, 8, looks like 13. Okay, I'm going to draw a typewriter in this corner. And we're going to do it fast. Okay. We have that. We have this. Right? It's going to go... It has like a cutout right here, which is weird. Cutout right there, and it goes all the way back to a thing that's right here. Somewhat in the middle. And then that thing that has... It's weird. Oh man, that's hard to draw. So you're going to see like this side come out and go down. But this is going to be all the mechanics in it. And there's just like all the little metal heads that go in there. And then, yeah, that goes back to the sight finder, which is here. I'm like just trying to draw this real quick off this image, and I'm not doing a very good job, but that's okay. It's okay. Okay, something like that. That's really not the most important part. So there's a seal on it here, a seal on it here. That curve is way too curvy. And then there's 4 rows of keys. Can you at least get that right? Right? The keys are going to come out farther than the thing, so it gives it a little bit of... And then it comes down just to the bottom here, which is gonna, I don't know, my angle's all off. It's alright though. We're just playing around and sketching. This needs to match that, and that it will. This should have matched the other one, but this also needed a piece of paper coming out of it. I really don't like touching wet paper. It's like a terrible feeling. I'm sorry, I wasn't even drawing in scene. I'm drawing artwork from Midjourney. That makes some sort of nonsense in a parallel universe. Like I'm using an antique typewriter that never actually existed as I shouldn't do that. I should have taken more time and looked for a real one. Me. I'm just going through it quick and drawing a few things. No plan to today's episode. No point. So there's like key things that come out that you would see underneath. Right, just connection points. And this is like actually not even existent. This doesn't exist in this one. It goes down to just a bare frame. And these come out from underneath this. Yeah, typewriter. Just if I was going to shade this side, I would probably have to be more deliberate with my lines. Not so chaotic. This actually holds a lot of ink. Okay, so new tool. Not the best at it. I feel like I have a lot of the tools, but I just don't have enough time to practice using everything. Whew. Should we draw one more thing? Yeah, maybe. Something else needs to be shaded in that, but I don't know what. Alright, let's see what let's do one more. Motorcycle gang. That guy already looks like he's in a motorcycle gang. I was like, can I just draw his arm and then this be like a ring that he's wearing on his hand? Like make his hand holding the grip. But his hand would have to be so big. Let's just do the jazz musician. And we could do the polar bear. Polar bear would be nice and easy. You have to find a white spot, right? To draw a polar bear. It's gonna look like a koala. Big shoulder. Big paw down to a claw. Big paw down to a claw. And he's like laying on his stomach. Where is he fuzzy like a sheep? He needs to be. Then he's got like his back foot here. Big claw. Big large hind leg, knee. Ready to pounce. Oops, I ran out of ink. I'm like, why isn't my pen working? I'm so used to my Sharpies failing me all the time. There's our polar bear. Looks more like a koala. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Just playing around in the studio, drawing a few things, testing skills. Not really drawing anything of any importance tonight, but like most nights, not usually drawing anything of much importance. Today was really more about really kind of working on stickers, which was most of my day. Kind of a killjoy sometimes, because stickers are just hard to make. All those crafting ladies on YouTube, oh, you just do this and press this button. Yeah, if everything works correctly. But when something fails, it's like a mess. Trying to get better at drawing that in like one run. You know, there's a lot of coloring that has to happen right now that I didn't want to happen. There's that. Little UFO. Should we draw a small car? See how well that goes. It looks like it's going to be a Jeep. Some fenders. Looks like it's going to be a Jeep. I would suggest that nobody actually draws in this fashion, because it's really hard to like line up what you need. Like, is everything going to come out in the right perspective? Probably not. And then there's a fender back here, right? other tire, windshield wipers, steering wheel. Got yourself a Jeep back there. Well, it was fun playing with ink today, just messing around. Not so fun getting ink all over myself, really. There's a guy that does ink blots here in Seattle, and all he does is he traces. He just spends time tracing them, which I think is kind of interesting. Like, you can give them a lot more shape if you trace them. That looks pretty cool. Time consuming. Can't believe how much black this has still. It's not much, but some. Kind of like it. It's pretty hard to use. Let's see if I was to write a sentence. How that would work. You can nope, ran out of ink. Plus I don't think I'm holding this right. Do it. My cursive was never that strong. Drawing weird squiggles. Alright, well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everyone's out there having a good Thanksgiving Eve and has lots of great food for tomorrow. Happy Wednesday. Enjoy having some time off if you live here in the States. If you're around the world, thanks for watching. It's always helpful when people watch, but it's not necessary either. I'm quite fine just hanging out on the solo, just drawing, just playing around. Today was definitely a practice round on different inks, and I kind of wanted to play with these for a while. Try to do some doodling. I mean, this would be really fun for just drawing little doodles. You know, like, oh, let's draw little mushrooms everywhere. You get some fine line detail. In here. And I'll give it a little ground and give it a couple circles. Alright, I'm going to draw till this pen finishes using its ink. If that's that, then this goes like this, and then there's a center bar that comes down here, and there's a wheel goes around this, another wheel. This is connected to a pedal. And the other pedal would be on the other side up here. There's a seat here. Oh well. Too bad, too sad. Anyways, well, I tried to draw the end of a bike. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for tuning in and watching. As always, have a good week, the rest of your week. And hopefully everyone has a great Thanksgiving, seeing family and loved ones and eating good food. So have a good night. Peace.